Okay, everybody, so interview time. You would maybe recognise this young-looking chap from the last couple of days' videos. He kept appearing, so I thought, well, it's time to do an interview. So, first question, your name and where you're from?
Tim Loveless, and where am I from? Well, I'm from the UK, but it's slightly complicated because I'm originally a Kiwi, but I've lived longer in the UK than New Zealand, so I'm basically a Brit at this point, I guess you could say.
Previous hiking experience?
Not much in the last 40 years. I was a Boy Scout and did a lot of hiking. Karangahake Gorge in New Zealand, I did Pirongia, and a couple of others around New Zealand. But since then, almost nothing. Just some of the Cornwall coastal path, the Welsh coastal path, and a bit of Hadrian's Wall in the UK. But nothing serious, nothing more than half a day.
Why did you choose to do the TA?
That's slightly more complicated. So I have been dreaming about big hikes for a long time, and being a Kiwi, the TA is important for me to kind of reconnect to New Zealand. The North Island is not really famous from a scenery point of view. There's lots of road walking and lots of logistics and cities. But for me, I was brought up in the North Island. So the North Island for me is full of memories. Where I was born, first school, where my parents lived, first job in Auckland, first flat in Auckland. You know, I lived in Hamilton for a long time, university in Hamilton, first job in Hamilton. We lived in Wellington, we lived in Lower Hutt, we lived in Huntly, we lived in Ruakaka, Whangarei. So the North Island is just sprinkled with places that are significant to me personally.
And get back there, yeah.
Yeah, I went past the old addresses, I went past the old school, just to poke my nose in for curiosity's sake.
Yeah. Your biggest hurdle to get yourself doing the TA?
Convincing my family how serious I was about this. Because, you know, when you tell someone you're going to spend 5 months hiking and you're going to be in the wet and you're going to be uncomfortable and you're going to be dirty and smelling and it's going to be hard work every day, they just think you're nuts. You know, and I had to really convince my loved ones that I was serious about this and it wasn't just a pipe dream, that it was actually going to happen. And, you know, for me, it was one of those top 10 life events, you know, births, deaths, marriages, new houses. It was up there in that caliber of event.
Yep. And so far on the trail, what's been your favourite and least favourite moments?
Favourite moment, I think, would be the Bream Head walk. At dawn, getting up at the Ocean Beach campsite, packing up the tents by torchlight, and then up the Bream Head Ridge and seeing the sun poking over the horizon as we were up the hill. Really incredible views, looking north over Ocean Beach and looking south over towards Whangarei. That was a highlight.
Yep.
Low light, I got two choices really. One is 90 Mile Beach, kind of the third day when it was just trudging on 30 odd Ks of grey, windswept. You know, it was overcast, it was just constant drudgery. Feet were sore, body was sore, back was sore. I didn't have a trail legs yet, and it was still another day's worth of 30 Ks after that to go. And then possibly the other low light would be walking in the wet from Hamilton to Whatawhata.
So, we both did that on the same day.
Heavy rain all day, really heavy in the afternoon, just hammering it down for hours and hours. It was kind of satisfying to beat the rain and get all the gear out and have it all work, but I was really mighty pleased to get in that warm car at the end and go home to a friend's house in Hamilton for a dry, warm dinner and a dry, warm bed.
Yeah, no, it was a tough day, that one. Is there anything else you want to add, Tim? Anything else you want to say?
No. I'm really. The trail angels are amazing. I mean, the amount of effort that they put into looking after us and the gratitude and the generosity is incredible. You see people have built beautiful houses with gardens, and they've converted the garages and made up bunk rooms, and it's all done on a shoestring for a tiny koha, for $20, and they'll give you something which is 3/4 of the way to a hotel experience. Really impressive.
Yeah, no, trail angels, especially in the North Island, where there's nowhere to stay a lot of the time, so we don't really hit the huts or anything to the Te Araroa south. So it is amazing the generosity of those people. I agree with you. So
yeah.
All right, well, thanks for your time, Tim, and I'll also put a link up because Tim's he's got blogs and that going up on where do you post your daily updates?
Facebook for the daily photos,
yep,
and Instagram for the daily videos.
Daily videos. So I'll type in his Instagram address. I don't have Instagram, but I'll type it in. So if you're on Instagram and you want to follow Tim as well, you'll be able to do it. Thanks, Tim.
Fantastic. Over and out.
See ya.